Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, South Africa is headed for their general election, which is scheduled for May. And in the wake of that revelation, there is a story that has been trending about an appointment that has been given or that has been accorded Uhuru Kenyatta. So one person who revealed this is none other than Pauline Njoroge. And I don't think there is any need for me to introduce Pauline Njoroge to you, because if you've been following politics of this nation and the politics of Uhuru Kenyatta, and if you're a frequent visitor of X, then you must have stumbled upon Pauline Njoroge's tweet. In one of her tweets, she said something about an appointment that has been accorded to Uhuru Kenyatta. And this is what she said. Breaking. Former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has been appointed to head the Africa Union Election Observer Mission for South Africa in May 2024. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen, May 2024. So this appointment of Uhuru Kenyatta to head an election observer mission on behalf of the African Union election, mission, it's not the first one. From what I gather, I think this could be the second one, because the first one was the one that was conducted in Nigeria, and Uhuru also headed that mission there.
The country awaits the announcement of results by INEC. The mission urges all stakeholders to remain committed to the rule of law and democratic principles until the conclusion of the process.
So this is a second one. So you understand that Uhuru has been given so many positions within the African Union, from the peace in DRC to this. So ladies and gentlemen, I want us to talk about this issue of South Africa and the endorsement or the appointment that Uhuru has been given. But before you do that, please like this video to support the work of our channel. And if you're a viewer who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for supporting this channel. So the elections of South Africa is unlike what is happening or what happened in Nigeria. The election of South Africa has seen the current president, Cyril Ramaphosa, the former president, Jacob Zuma, and Julius Malema go head to head. So this is going to be one of the trickiest elections that Uhuru will be forced to head the mission, the election observer mission of African Union. It is going to be one of the most difficult one. I want to take you up to speed with some of the details of this election of South Africa. You know that we have three parties, very, very big parties. ANC, we have the EFF, then we have the MK party. Zuma was previously in ANC. That is something that I believe we all aware of. But because Zuma knew that he was not going to be given an endorsement to vie for this term again, so the incumbent is Cyril Ramaphosa, who was elected by the National Assembly on 15th February 2018 after Zuma resigned. So Zuma resigned. Why did he resign? That is another factor here, ladies and gentlemen. Zuma simply resigned because, one, he was facing a lot of opposition from Malema-led party about corruption and I think mismanagement of public resources and generally abuse of office. So this pressure forced him to resign. Zuma has bounced back this time round, but the only difference between now and then is that Zuma decamped to MK party. I mean, this is a bit different, but we can't say he has decamped. What is happening here is that Zuma said he was going to vie for a presidency, but under MK party, but did not resign from ANC party. But then the Secretary General of ANC party had to forcefully remove Jacob Zuma from the membership of ANC, because there is no way you can be supporting, you can be challenging the person who has been fronted by your own party. So that's what I'm saying. This election that Uhuru Kenyatta, the observer mission that is going to head there, is going to be a tricky one, because the incumbent is facing off with the former president who served for almost 2 terms. But you see, the second term he had to resign. And also, the election of South Africa is experiencing an increase in the popularity of EFF, the Malema-led party, and a decrease in the popularity of ANC. And this is not something that I'm the one saying, but it is something that was said previously by even the people of ANC. They say that they have been losing ground, but the fact that they lose ground can be attributed to the growing influence of EFF. And now with MK parties being pushed by Zuma, I think the ANC might have to lose again. So that's why I'm saying this election that Uhuru is seeking to head, the election observer mission, it's going to be unlike any other here in Africa. I mean, just if at all it's a democratic one, then it's going to be unlike any other, because it will be like a neck-to-neck kind of election. What I'd like to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that the inclusion of Zuma in this year's election might spoil chances of Cyril Ramaphosa, because statistically, EFF party, has tremendously increased in terms of rating, just like I told you, ladies and gentlemen. So if Cyril Ramaphosa's chances are slim, it means that Julius Malema, who is the EFF boss, stands a better chance of unseating Ramaphosa. So the question here is, will Uhuru turn a blind eye when the ANC finally decide to do the unjust thing of forcing a win on Cyril Ramaphosa? Let's say, for example, the party that is there, the ANC party, realizes that it is losing ground and decides that it has to force, this win has to be forced. Will Uhuru Kenyatta turn a blind eye? Because the thing here is that Thabo Mbeki, also the former president, is in support of Cyril Ramaphosa, because Thabo Mbeki is still in ANC. And then, in this same twist, Uhuru and Thabo Mbeki are buddies. Of course, we know that Cyril Ramaphosa is Raila Amolo Odinga's long-term friend ever since 2007 there, 2006 I think. He has been friends with Raila Amolo Odinga for so many years. So the question here is, will Uhuru turn a blind eye? Because we know that Uhuru and Raila are friends, political friends, and Uhuru is going to head that mission. Is he going to release a statement that will not augur well with the people of ANC? Because maybe that will be a factual report that will be giving the exact position. That is, if at all there is rigging, then Uhuru is to give a report about rigging. So the question here is Uhuru going to say, if there was rigging, he's going to write a report that contradicts that position of rigging, because to protect Cyril Ramaphosa? I have to admit with you, ladies and gentlemen, that the election there is going to be an intense one. So that's why this tweet from Pauline Njoroge, when I saw it, I first of all thought about this influence of Uhuru and Thabo Mbeki. What is going to happen there? Is Thabo Mbeki going to turn a blind eye also and allow rigging to take place? Because chances are that maybe something will be forced. If America was at one particular time accused of rigging, what is South Africa? South Africa can also employ such kind of tactics to be able to stay in power. The ANC to be able to stay in power. Because if ANC is beaten this time round, it will be the first time ever since the promulgation of the constitution that of South Africa that gave Mandela presidency, at which he ran for the first term, only one term, and then decided to leave it for another person. So if that rigging that was pronounced by people, if America did it, what about South Africa? You know? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there. But what do you think about this, endorsement or this appointment of Uhuru to also head the African Union Election Observer Mission in South Africa, akin to what he added in the Nigeria, in Nigeria, So perhaps if you watch this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.